What's up, guys? We're here sharing this trade idea. It's a live account, paper trading account. Um, I'll show you guys the history of it. It did take a dip previously, but I brought it back. So from there, we brought it back to break even. Um, we're on this trade here, targeting previous day highs. Why? Because if you look on the 4 hour, we're inside of this weekly. This dark green area is our weekly level. I'll show you guys so you guys can see exactly what I'm looking at. I have this weekly level here, and this yellow zone is what I considered my balanced price range zone. So as you guys can see, we did tap it, but you see how there on the weekly there's no body candles that filled this area. So there's still buy stops here in my eyes. That's how I start to see it as. We have previous day's high, previous week's high, and then previous week's low over here. As you guys can see, it does seem like this week's candle is becoming bullish. On the daily, if you go on the daily, I believe this is a 30-minute fair value gap, but I will double check on that because I'm not sure yet. So as we top down, I'll go into lower time frames. I will explain as it goes. I did this markup last night a little bit with some of the things that were over here. So, anyways, this is the daily. Let me just see if I can. I don't know why that beeped. Okay, so we're gonna just take these off the daily because I don't need them on the daily. I think that they're just gonna get me a little confused. I need them only on the minute because this is these green areas are where I delineate my 9:30 to 10 o'clock, and that's the area that I'm looking for. That fair value gap is going to give me the entry, as well as my time frame for entry. I want to start controlling how long I'm in the charts for. That's usually what ends up hurting me, is the fact that I am literally just always on the charts for like so long, and ends up biting me in the butt. So I just want to take my profits and go. This is already a really nice trade, over $300. We're targeting 160 points on the previous day's high. We're just going to keep it simple, keep it short. And then as this is trading, I'm going to continue explaining to you guys what we're looking for. We also have this 4 hour candle here that, as you guys can see, open right now at 10 o'clock. So this would be that manipulation low if we are right, and this is the bias. I like the way it reacted. We had the 4 hour candle opening and pushing up, which is very positive for a bias. And then we also have previous day's high here. We also have Asian highs above here, as you guys can see, at 2500s. So that's where I'm ideally targeting. I want to see us find support within this little order block here and push higher above that red area, which is our bearish fair value gap turn support to go. So this is an inverse fair value gap now, because as you guys can see, this was a 5-minute bearish from this side of the curve. So now it's going to be used as support to go higher. And we use this order block here, see? So, all right, while that's going, let's see over here. So that's my daily 4 hour. We go into the 4 hour. So as you guys can see on the daily, there's only so much you can mark up. And ideally, you want to use the daily to kind of like just look at that daily candle, see how it opened. As you can see, we have a gap under here. Um, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a black line, something that's distinct for me to see the difference, and I'm gonna put it pretty thick. Yep, see? Oh, look at that. Interesting. Interesting. So my entry was right where that gap was for that daily candle. Now let's go on the lower time frame. You guys can see TP was hit. This was also the only trade we took this morning. We did take a trade last night. Two trades. One got stopped out, the other one hit TP. So it was this one. I will explain this one later if anyone in the comments asks me to go over it. If not, then we'll just leave it as is. I'll just continue answering, giving you guys the reason as to why I entered here. So as you guys can see, targeting Asian highs and previous days highs. That was my bias. Utilizing the 4-hour candle at 10 o'clock open to catch that entry. And then you guys saw where I entered. I entered literally at the inverse fair value gap within the bullish fair value gap we have here, which is our entry. So I'll put it like that so you guys can see. There you go. We entered literally right here, right at the entry, 50%. So ideally we're targeting 2600s here first, and then the higher previous week's highs. Let's see, 1 hour. My Top Step account will come back live on the 27th. One of them, I don't remember which one it is, but by this week here, I should have an account back to trade, and I plan on being extremely, extremely careful and conservative with it. We'll see how it goes mentally, but I'm really focused on discipline right now and taking one trade and being patient. That's literally the one thing that I got to focus on. So we'll see what happens. Um, let's see. Okay, anyways, sorry guys, I'm getting a little bit off track because I'm just have a lot going on in my mind right now. So let me go back to the 4 hour real quick just to show you guys another reason why I wanted to buy here. We had this bullish breaker block. So we came, market came, traded lower, took out these lows that tapped on the highs of the weekly level, which was all the buy stops, all that money, all that liquidity pool here. Oops. That was here from these. Actually, it's probably good that I do this, all that money that was here from all the people that bought, that probably had their stop losses, that was taken right here. And then after that, we started trading. After targeting external liquidity, we started targeting internal liquidity, being this 4 hour bearish fair value gap, which, as you guys can see, we came, traded to it, reversed because there was resistance, and then we came back, through it, completely blew through it because of this breaker block, and left an area of discount. This would have been our area for discount as well if we had seen it. As you guys can see, it would be down here, way down here, where we had that little reversal, kinda. There you go. And we didn't even reach sell side liquidity here, being that low. I actually was looking at these charts at the time when this was happening. I put the external liquidity level here, and then I just walked away from it, and then literally just went up. Anyways, so that's being that level. Um, did that. I found support within that breaker block, and then as you guys can see, this black line is our daily gap. Oops. And this is not new day, it's new week opening gap. Right? Friday to Sunday, yep. Okay. So that's that. We're probably gonna keep trading higher from here, targeting these highs. I don't even think we're gonna return to this area, but we'll see. As you guys can see here, the next area discount from this buy that we have is this area right here. So we just tapped it. We'll probably just push price higher now. We'll see how it goes. And then, yeah, so as you guys can see, this orange level is just the previous week's highs. I just highlighted it so that it could look, I could see what it did. Last week it came, traded lower, found support within this. This is a bullish breaker again, high, low, higher, high. Bullish breaker went higher. We're targeting 2600s. That's my bias. And let's see. So yeah, that's the 4 hour. We're inside of this level. Now that we're inside of this level, we took out previous day's highs. It could be possible that they want to trade inside of that current level, but keep in mind we do have this sell side of the curve, so I don't know if this is a balanced price range. I don't know if it would be considered one. No, stop. Okay, look at that. Look at how interesting. So I just took it from here to here because this is the buy side. As you guys can see, there's no wick on this end for me to tag from, so I just took from this. So this is that level. We traded right through it, filling in all the sell stops here, filling in that imbalance, and then just tap to go higher, which is also within the new week opening gap. I don't think price will come under this level again. We'll see. We'll see what price does here. Then from the 4 hour, we go into the hourly. As you guys can see, this level here, this was the one level we had that was an imbalance, as well as here there's one. If you take a look right there, let's do minus value gap and sync it, and you're gonna see it's probably gonna line up right here. Okay, so it lined up literally right here. It kind of looks messy with the other one because this is an hourly, and we have a 5 minute here. So we have to see which one looks better. So since the 5 minute is a better entry, we're just gonna leave the 5 minute in there. We could always do a fair value gap zone like this, maybe. Let's just do sync and then no no middle. So yeah, as you guys can see, look at that, tapping that high. I'm still learning to figure out how to mark up my charts in a way that makes sense and that I keep the way I mark up my charts consistent too, because the way that you mark up your charts, if it's not consistent, it can make you see different outcomes. So I think another good thing that you can do is utilize solid and these. So for the hourlies, I will probably do solid colors, and then the 5 or 15 would be hollow to keep track of the differences. Um, anyways, so that's pretty much it. We took those highs. Um, my entry here is pretty much what you guys saw. So the confluences were we had this weekly level here that was supported, right? Let me go back to the daily or 4 hour for you guys to see. I don't think it's showing here. This was the weekly level. This was the weekly level supported. The weekly level supported had a bullish breaker that was utilized twice as support. So I wanted to see price come to the previous day's highs, which it did, and filled the remaining imbalance that's up here, which it's doing now. And our entry was pretty simple, as you guys can see. This is one of this would have been a nice entry too. As you guys can see, it's literally right here. Let me go on the 30 minute, 15 minute. It was the 5 minute that I caught it, that I had the fair value gaps drawn. Let me sync it here for you guys to see. Okay. As you guys can see, the levels we utilized here for the buy were these levels here, which were the sell side of the curve. I think this is a 1 minute if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check. I don't even know. Is this a 15 minute? Oh yeah, that's that level over here, sorry. Let me do it. Let's do it like this. Since it's a higher, let's do it this way, just for you to see the difference. Let's go on the 5 now. Yeah, because you see it doesn't show like that here. Okay, but yeah, as you guys can see, this was the level we utilized for entry to target the highs here. And you guys can see it's clean too, because we already traded all the way up here, took all these highs. Like, these cards are pretty clean, so it was a very clear session today. I made 1,500 off this trade, and yeah. Or sorry, it wasn't off this trade. It was from the other trade that I had prior to as well. I made $800 off this trade. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I do have this trade running on my trade of 8, but it's at 1,100 right now. I'm gonna close it, and we're just gonna see if we can practice on the trade of 8 and get one nice setup a day, because we're practicing for when our account comes live next week. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this was a little bit all over the place, but I promise I'll get better. Have a good day and good luck and good trading.